about what to emphasize in this campaign, I asked myself, what are 3 things that you would like to leave behind after you're gone from this planet? One is, we have to make college available to everyone. Income cannot be a factor in whether you get to achieve your dreams or not of higher education or whatever it is that you want to achieve. Money cannot stand in the way. So I would create Serve America scholarships.
Thank you.
And in return for 10 years of public service, the government will pay for everything.
Thank you.
So law school, great. You want to go become a lawyer, either be a DA or a public defender or work in our courts representing victims of domestic violence and children who have been abused. Or maybe you serve in government like I did. You want to be a doctor? Great. Can you work at the VA hospital? Can you work at a public health clinic? You want to be a nurse? Great. Can you work, again, for a public entity? Can you work in a public hospital? You want to be a musician? Great. You go gig on the side, and then can you work as a music therapist in a nursing home?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the sky is the limit. Every major would be in, so to speak. I mean, one of the things that the MAGA movement doesn't like is they don't like liberal arts. So they don't want you to study religion. They don't want you to study philosophy.
They want you to read.
They don't want you to read, right? They don't want you to have an independent thought. But can you imagine you want to study philosophy? Great. Can you wind up being a college professor? You want to study religion? Can you become a pastor? I mean, that we have so much need in this country in terms of doctors and nurses and psychologists. And over time, that would actually get rid of those shortages. The second thing I wanted to create, if I get to Congress, if I get your permission, is this. Young people, young workers are paying into the Social Security system, and they don't think there's going to be a dime for them when they retire. And I got to be honest with you, I recently started collecting Social Security when I was working. I didn't think there'd be a dime for me either. But I want to make sure the spigot isn't closed. And so and again, the whole idea is to lift people up, to help them climb the ladder of opportunity and achieve their own dreams. Because we as a society can't afford not to let them do that. We all suffer if that doesn't happen. So I would create something called Make Social Security Work For Us Now. The idea is to borrow up to 2 years interest-free of future Social Security benefits. So right now the average Social Security benefit is about $20,000 a year. So borrow up to $40,000 interest-free and use it for any family-related need, like college, like opening a business, like putting money down on a house, like paying for rent first month, last month, security deposit. For some folks, that's really hard to come up with. So, and then you would just pay it back once you reach retirement age and you start collecting benefits. We'll just take a little bit out of your check every month. And not only would that help people achieve their dreams, but it would also bring a source of money into the Social Security Trust Fund and help stabilize the fund. And the last thing I would do is, not the last thing, but the third thing, is I would create the National Foundation for Scientific Discovery. Again, Donald Trump, Scott Perry, and the other morally blind Republicans, for reasons only they can articulate, and I haven't heard yet anybody tell me anything that makes any sense about why they're anti-science. But I would create a National Foundation for Scientific Discovery. We're in a race with AI, with different countries, especially China. I mean, AI and the rare earths and all that other kind of stuff, huge national security implications for us in terms of weaponry and looking to the future and all of that kind of stuff. So not just economics, it's our very existence, it's our very ability to be a strong country and help folks rise up. If we create that, we can identify children and those that are older who are really good at science and who want to make a career in it, and let's get their education paid for and put them in to work in this National Foundation for Scientific Discovery or the CDC or the NIH and just stand back and watch them create. I mean, this countries look to us as a leader in science. I mean, the airplane, the automobile, the telephone, the telegraph, the radio. It's like we can go back in time. I mean, for all we know, we discovered fire. You know, we don't know that, but it's possible. But you get my point. That's hyperbole to make a point. And now we have the digital age, computer chips invented in California. So my idea is to make sure that America is at the forefront of scientific discovery as we go forward. So I have those three ideas.